Details. This is a matter I took up not during last 2-3 weeks, last couple of months that I was working on it. In fact, I had a lengthy discussion with the President and the Prime Minister also. Last week in my absence, while I was in the overseas, there was another meeting by the Prime Minister with the Attorney General and members of his department. Now, during last 2-3 weeks, we got the Attorney General department to get all the details of these details. They went to the prison. Solicitor General went to the prison with his chief 10 lawyers in the department, State Council, and collected all the materials. Now there are 48 convicted people in the prison, conviction from high courts. In addition to that, there are 116 that indictments are pending. There are another 52 investigations pending. Altogether 260. In addition to that, there have been few others detained in the TI. I don't know the exact number. I got instructions today morning that TID cases all handed over to the department, and there won't be anybody under the TID once the cases are handed over to the Attorney General department. Now, as immediate relief, the Attorney General, after our discussions, Attorney General has decided, except in very, very serious cases where there are not credible evidence, that we are considering granting bail both in the magistrate courts and high court. In certain cases where they are not that much serious, that they are considering either to release them or send them for rehabilitation. I think that will work out within next few days. That is the arrangement they are going into. With regard to the other issues, maybe that during that turbulence period they have been closed. Now we will get more details from your President, and we will consider as to how that we can work out. Certainly that just to avoid inconvenience, we will have to have distance places, some circuit courts. We will have to find out some logistical provisions. So we will do it. In this court also, of course, that the Secretary is already attending. And the last week, one of our
and detained under a detention order issued under the hand of the former Defence Secretary by virtue of the powers vested in him under Section 15A of the Prevention of Terrorism Act. All these 6 detainees have been indicted, and in most of the cases, the trials are in progress. But in spite of the remand order made by the respective high courts, before which they are facing the charges, detention orders have been issued within a few days of their having been produced before those respective courts. And they continue to be in the detention camp at Bursa. So it is our request that this draconian detention order issued under the hand of the former Defense Secretary be revoked and they be kept in judicial custody pending any decision the Cabinet Subcommittee may ultimately take in regard to them. That is one matter.
About the government situation on the detainees, I explained earlier. There are three categories of detainees: those who are convicted, those who are faced the indictments before the High Court, and others under investigation. Now, the Attorney General Department special team is considering to release some of them where there are no serious charges and there are no credible evidence, and others that whatever the possible case that they will agree for bail both in High Court and the Magistrate Court. Those who have been already indicted, that we are going to have accelerated trial proceedings, and we are going to have a new courthouses also just to finish all those cases as soon as possible. For the execution or death sentence, of course, that I clarified quite correctly in the Parliament debate. There is a resolution that has been adopted by the United Nations since 2008 in countries where the capital punishment is in operation in law, but that they will not execute that punishment, those punishment for 2 years. Now it's continuing, it's extending every 2 years. Now again in UN that resolution will come up. The Sri Lanka also as a country where the death penalty is in operation in law, but practically we have not executed. Our government position is that this year, since 2008 we have voted, but last couple of years we have not voted. This year we are going to vote just to just for a moratorium for another 2 years, just to keep under suspension, not to execute for another period. Is that the Attorney General Department has given special prominence to that. According to my instruction, that the investigations are almost over. Most probably that Attorney General Department might ask from the Honorable Attorney General to appoint a trial at bar. Honorable Chief Justice to appoint a trial at bar. After submitting my request to the Cabinet, we decided to take back for the prison. Now we have taken back to the prison, leaving small area for those seats. I think that today morning my instruction was that all the TID cases are handled to the Attorney General Department, and thereafter there are not any case under TID. Then all will have to be attended by the Attorney General Department. Then, of course, you know better than me, the Attorney General Department was a tool of the President, former President, because it was a very unprecedented thing. It was gazetted under the President. First time in history. Now it is not under anybody. It is gazetted under the Minister of Justice, because it has to come under the Minister of Justice, but their independence is preserved. Normally we don't interfere into their decision making process, but here was an exceptional situation that I attended to this matter and had dialogues months and months. After that, I appraised this situation to the President and Prime Minister, and both are aware about the exact position. That is why we got the Attorney General Department to collect all the details, all the numbers I gave you, without the exact number of the TID transferring cases. Then it may be more, maybe 20, 30 more. And some trivial charges, if there are some trivial charges, the scheme is that they will be discharged. If there are serious cases, of course, they will have to take a decision later. As you said that we will have to have a timing approach as well as systematic approach. We know the problem, and if there are cases where there is type of mitigation where they will, instead of serious charges, that they will make a lesser charges and try to finish it off. And other cases, of course, where bail can be granted, the Attorney General will inform the judges that the Attorney General Department has no objection. That is the method that so far that we have agreed. Certainly, we know that your grievance, especially the grievance of the family members of the detainees, we know the historic backgrounds. Therefore, that's we are hopeful that we may be able to resolve all these issues. But you will understand, we cannot take ad hoc decision or a straight way we can't say that's this thing. There has to be some methodology. We'll have to follow it. I think thereafter that we will be able to resolve.
Jaffna district, court staffs, registrars, and ladies and gents. Today, we warmly welcome our Honorable Minister and our colleague, former President Bar, and the writer, academic, and the doctor, Wijayadasa to visit to Jaffna Court Complex. As the capacity as a Minister of Justice, because he has several visits to Jaffna as a President of Bar, Sri Lanka. But it's the first time Honorable Minister visited to Jaffna Court Complex and meet the judges and the members of Bar. Yesterday we received a letter from the Ministry of Justice regarding the renovation of the courts complex. First of all, I am thankful to the Secretary, Ministry of Justice, Jayamana, already handed over to the CCTV, the company, regarding the total renovation of the complex. And we, at the same day, we received another information regarding another lift to our courts complex, because a lot of lawyers and handicapped people are suffering to come to first floor, second floor. Therefore, we have requested the Honorable Ministry Secretary regarding the provision of the lift. That also we received a letter. We are thankful to Honorable Secretary. Honorable Minister, to make any comments regarding the present crisis, burning point of Jaffna, political detainees. That matter you have to give the fruitful reply to the Jaffna people. As a High Court judge, I am hearing the cases, so I don't like to make any comments. On the other hand, as a minister is a gentleman, always helpful to entire bar. During our leadership, the Shirani Bandaranaika's dismissal or the impeachment, our Honorable Minister was the President of Bar Sri Lanka and fought for justice before the in and out of courthouses. We have seen several times inside the courthouse to fight for against the impeachment. Finally, we lost it. Right or wrong, finally the justice given to our leadership and our guru, our dean, faculty of law, and the head of the department, and acting vice chancellor of University of Colombo, Shirani Bandaranaika. They assumed the duty as a chief justice, and finally, voluntarily, she retired from the service. So, we are thankful to our Honorable Minister for the actions to fight for justice and the rights for the judges, especially for rights of the judges, because judges have no fundamental right, in my personal view, because we are giving the judgment to the others, but we have no voice. Whatever the decisions we have to carry out, comply, but only comply, only we do that, no comply. That's a protocol of the Commonwealth tradition. Obey the decision of the Judicial Service Commission or Chief Justice. You have to proceed. Whether you are happy or not, that's a different matter. So several judges have some injustices. I have faced some injustices in 2010. but I did not complain anywhere. Everybody, lawyers knows. In my lifetime, that cannot be forget that particular incident. As a High Court Commissioner, reverted back to as a district court. Not only district judge, as additional magistrate of Colombo during the 2010. It's not, I don't think anywhere in the world, the judge is with the red gown converted back to the purple gown. But I did not complain to anybody. I obeyed the decision of the Judicial Service Commission, the former Chief Justice Asokadi Silva. Later, we returned back again. Now we are in the good places. We thankful to everybody, all the lawyers. I welcome our Honorable Minister to call upon to deliver the not only good speech, fruitful speech.
I missed you a lot. How are you?
Fine.
He's a president's secretary.
At the same time, I welcome Mr. Wijayadasa, who has been always he who helps us. And I am very happy to welcome him and all of you, the honorable doubts as to whether I should state all those things presently or
Mr. Wijayadasa, Honorable State Minister, Honorable President Ba Jaffna, and the Northeast regarding the political details. Everybody is Honorable Secretary, when I had to invite the media people, he said, wait, I will call you at the news time. Then later he informed me, yes, you are invited the media. So now media, Honorable Minister is our man, our lawyer, our President's Counsel, our doctor and academic. Even now, we are judges in the bench and the members of the bar, and he will be in Trigomani. I told him in open court,